Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Global Clusters platform. All right, we are grateful to God for this wonderful day, and I want to greet everyone, every one of our leaders, followers. You understand? You will notice that we have been pushing the good cause. All right, we are not relenting. We are doing the needful. I want to especially thank the global president in the person of Ambassador Aziz Adekunle Badmos. Thank you, sir. And I want to appreciate the global first lady in the person of Chief Motunrayo Badmos and everyone that has ever come on board the survival strategies in the new normal, meeting or meetings. All right. And without further ado, I would like us to quickly have our promo video you know, for survival strategies in the new normal. Then we'll swing into action. Thank you, our host, Mr. Tennyson. Thank you for all you do. And my name is Fares, and I'll be your anchor for today. Please sit back and relax.
In today's Nigeria, everything has changed. The economy is tough, prices keep rising, jobs are scarce, and the systems we once relied on are no longer working. Welcome to the new normal, a reality where survival is no longer about what you studied, but about what you know, what you do, and how you think. This is why the Global Clusters presents Survival Strategy in the New Normal, a weekly live meeting designed to equip Nigerians with the mindset, skills, and strategy to succeed, right here in Nigeria. We talk real solutions, how to turn your talent into income, how to rise in a digital world, how to build smart businesses, strong connections, and export your value globally. You know, this is not theory, this is practical survival, not just for the elites, not just for Lagos, but honestly for every Nigerian, Port Harcourt to Kaduna, Onitsha to Abuja. Join us every Monday by 5 p.m. and take charge of your future. Because in this new Nigeria, survival is a skill, and strategy is your greatest weapon. You can find us at the Global Clusters on X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, or just visit our website at www.theglobalclusters.org. This is not just a meeting, this is a movement. This is the Global Clusters.
This is not just a meeting. This is the global clusters. We are here to build our nation together. Let's join our hands together. Let's push our nation forward. Okay, so let's quickly have a recap. Today, this morning, 9 a.m. So Mind Surgery Revolution meeting, we had the CEO of Arkview Investments Limited in the person of Ambassador Shegun Oshundairo. All right, and we had a very, very good time. And I would just like to pick one of two things, or let's have a recap, And part of what he said to us in the morning um, is is still is still useful for this evening's meeting. All right, because it's also a survival schedule. You understand, or tools for survival in times like this. You understand, you know people are going through a lot, no doubt about that, financially, mentally, you understand. But despite the challenges, despite, you know, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, you understand. So it means you may be going through one difficulty or the other, but that's not the end of the road for you. Um, you'll still come through, You need to keep pushing. You need to think positively. You need to keep believing in yourself. Don't don't get depressed. Depression does not save. Depression does not help people out of their problems. Yes, it will only worsen your present situation. All right. But what we're trying to say today is that things can be very, very, very all right. Um, the global president in the person of Ambassador Aziz Badmos, he has been saying that let's stop the violence, let's think, let's settle down and think of good things or how we can help each other. Those that have made it, those that are wealthy or very rich can empower those that are still struggling. You know, somebody who knows how to do one craft or the other, and he's not lazy, and you can see that this person is not lazy and he's trying to all right, sorry about that. So I was saying you can empower that youth or that youngster or that person in your community that you know that the person is not lazy. He's going to apply due diligence if you empower him. I was listening to somebody today, and he was saying there's a technical school in was it Oshogbo he mentioned, or he mentioned some places. I wasn't really paying attention. I was at the office, so I was busy, but I was just I was listening passively, you understand. And what I'm trying to say is many things have been abandoned. Projects have been abandoned. Now, these are the days that maybe all this or many, let me say, many people just, it's not a bad idea if people go into tricycle business, the keke thing, everybody, you understand. Now, in Kwara State, you can barely or hardly find taxis. The reigning thing here now is tricycles, you understand. And in fact, some graduates are running the tricycle transport business. You understand? It's a good thing. It's not a bad idea, but it's not everyone that can afford. Or some go for a higher purchase, and they'll be struggling. And I learned if they fail to pay when it gets to a particular point. If you fail to pay for that, I mean, at that point, or once you're supposed to pay, then they can take it or retrieve it from you. You understand? So it's not as if um, things are going fine for people the way they want it. All right. But of course, you know that people that are not lazy are the ones trying to, whatever comes there, whatever they're able to lay their hands on, they do it with all diligence. Not evil, not rituals. They are not ritualists, blah, 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 blah. But anything that a noble person can do, or anything that is there's dignity in labor. Yes, there is dignity in labor. So this morning the CEO of AgView was telling us, he gave us some points, about 12 points, you understand. And he mentioned most in demand skills in 2025 and beyond. That was what he started with. Okay. And he also told us that COVID-19 has shown us how to prepare, or how to be prepared. But unfortunately, some people still haven't learned from that event, okay? But if something has happened, in the past, we should be able to learn, okay? We should be able to learn one or two things from it. We should not wait for it to swallow us up or drown us before we now learn our lessons, okay? So it means that anything that has happened in the past and you know about it, you are aware. In fact, ignorance is not an escape for you. Oh, you understand? Ignorance is not an escape. You have to know. You have to give yourself to accurate knowledge and information. You don't have to repeat mistakes, that, or maybe mistakes that someone already made or somebody had. You understand? So you have to talk to yourself. You have to pay attention to details, uncommon details. I think the global president used to use that expression, paying attention to uncommon details. Manna will not just literally drop from heaven, and you see it dropping like this. Oh, $100 billion or 100 million naira or $50 million. You understand? You have to do something, and you have to do something good, and you have to do something real quick. He also talked about thinking out of the box. You understand that many organizations, crumbled because they couldn't think out of the box. Okay, so it means that information you're getting from the global president, from the global Daniels, from Dr. Micheluko, from Boss Lady Amokwe, from our relationship coach, Mr. Cypran Nwako, from Dr. Alex. You understand? Talking about the TIL Career Institute in the UK, you can take advantage of our courses, maybe data analysis and all that. So, and the information you're getting from Master Genie, Mr. Kayode Oyedotun, is not something that should be taken lightly. All right. The problem many people have today is we don't take advantage of accurate knowledge and information. It's not having the money first that we really need, or that is the major problem or problems, but it's the information. We need quality information in times like this. Something is happening somewhere. They need, you understand? You're not even in that state, and you are told, there's an opening in Ogun State, and they want people to do a contract job for, you understand, for maybe 3 months or for a year, and you're saying to yourself, you don't want to take the risk. I'm talking about people that are not really engaged. That's an opportunity for you. Some will say, you would have calculated too many things. You don't want to take risks. You don't want to take any risk at all. Life does not always happen for good that way. I don't know. I believe you're getting what I am saying. I mean, some opportunities are always in disguise. All right, opportunities in disguise. So what I'm saying in essence is, if you get an information, before you discard it, take your pen, take your paper, or look for a solitary place and calculate. When I say calculate, I'm not talking about money. Like, sit down, draw out something or map out something. Okay, if I do this job, if I take this opportunity, if I take advantage of this opportunity, I will really benefit, and I'll be able to come out of this problem. But I don't have what it takes right now. But sitting down and not doing anything will not get you out of that situation. It means you have to do something. You need to think. You need to reason. There is this verbal aptitude. Primary schools, they have this quantitative reasoning. The other one, I think, is verbal reasoning. Yeah, I think it's verbal. So it means you have to rack your brain. You have to. Don't be expecting cheap. Everything will just come without stress. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to rack your brain. You don't want to take advantage of you don't want to do the needful. Like, you don't want to pay the price. If somebody has given you a firm to manage and you are selling products for the person, if you just sit down, if you sit down there, maybe customers are not really coming and you have not created any awareness. These are the days that artificial intelligence is the order of the day. You understand? You can do adverts, you can make videos, you can even go after you can even talk to skit makers. You understand? Talk to skit makers and they can help you do, put one of two things together. And as soon as that advert or that um, uh, um, commercial is put in place for you, so people will begin to ask questions. Okay, so this product is this good? Okay, for real? Oh, you understand? Because of the way it has been branded, the way it has been, the gestures and every act in that clip talking about that product. Maybe toothpaste, maybe bathing soap, maybe clothing, maybe cars, maybe, and so on and so forth. So I would like to quickly mention some of those points ArcView, the CEO of ArcView mentioned in the morning during our Mind Surgery Revolution meeting. So he talked about, I told you that he mentioned most in-demand skills in 2025 and beyond, because these are the days that whatever you're doing you must be able to sustain it, longer than expected. It means whatever you're doing right now, ensure it's something that can, thrive, something that can last long. You understand? Not just something for the now. You know, um, I was having this conversation with somebody some time ago, and I was like, "Come, what's happening in Africa? You're running a business, and after maybe a few years, the business is no more." I don't want to mention names. There's a particular business here. It was doing well. It was doing well, and all of a sudden, I wouldn't know what happened. I just discovered that the place was, place was locked up. You understand? And before we knew it, they already sold. They sold it out. You understand? So, which means um, maintenance dockets may be lacking. For this particular business or organization I just mentioned. I wouldn't know what really, I mean, the exact problem or problems they had, but maybe they lacked maintenance dockets. It's common. I'm not trying to badmouth our country or nation. The global clusters were always talking about nation building, nation building, nation building. You understand? So, and we are not in the business of um, saying bad things about our nation and refusing to spread the good news. You understand? No. But what I'm saying is, no matter how good something is, for instance, you have maybe what's the name of this vehicle now? Okay, Maybach, or you have Rolls Royce, and these are expensive cars. All right, these are expensive cars. You see, after spending that much to buy, you still need to maintain. You need maintenance. I mean, that car needs, or those cars need maintenance. All right. You cannot say, yes, I have, now I can relax. I have spent maybe $5,000 or maybe ten or $50,000. I have bought this car. Now I don't need to maintain it. We don't need to. You understand? you still have to spend money. If you want um if you want it to last, you have to maintain it. So it means that just getting all the survival strategy or strategies it's not, I mean, getting or having all the strategies is not the end of everything, okay? It's not the end of everything. You still have to do something. You have to keep, you know, this morning CEO Agview was saying you have to continue to advance. You have to continue to, renew. You understand? You have to continue to, renew that thing you already know, or update or upgrade. And he was talking about, AI, artificial intelligence. You need to apply it to your, whatever you're into or whatever you're doing. That we cannot escape I mean, the use of artificial intelligence. We can't escape. We can't escape it. If you don't want to be lagging behind, you have to, you know, catch up, or you want to catch up, you have to, you know, do the needful. You have to do the needful. And he talked about, he mentioned be a data scientist. You know, those are the people that manage data for organizations and all that. He talked about cloud computing. He said this will help businesses leverage on cloud computing, designing, maintaining the organization's infrastructure and all that. He also talked about mobile app development. So um, he cited an instance. I mean, he categorically mentioned the global clusters. That, can you see, we have the global clusters and look at what we're doing. It's a great thing and stuff like that. So people who develop um, apps, or app developers, are really, really doing a great job today. All right, they are doing a great job. Okay, so he said it is essential, and he said other app developers are paid. You know, app developers are paid for what they have created or invented. All right, they are being paid. So these are areas we can consider. Everybody cannot do the same thing. So just look for your own area of interest. Currently, he told us, he said currently ActView is building 3 apps, you understand? So it means that with all they have achieved, or with what all excuse me, with what ActView already has on ground, you understand, they are still building. Said they have people that they have positioned strategically to handle their database, to handle this and handle that. You understand? And they are being paid. And he said something like, okay, where their offices are well, structured, very, very cozy, because they have to keep everything going. If they are not well taken care of, then there's going to be, or there may be problems. You understand? So it means they are well taken care of, so that there will not be any issue as touching what they are managing. So there will not be, you understand? So everything will go smoothly. That's what I'm trying to say. Everything will go smoothly. Also, he mentioned network and information security. Yes. And he said the RMF, risk management framework. You understand? Then he also talked about project management, that it drives strategic initiatives. These are those who do the regulating. They regulate projects. They are monitoring your project. If you have hired them as your project managers, or if you, yes, so they help you to, they sit with that things go smoothly. All right. So And he also talked about content creation and copywriting, content creation. And, you know, every, everybody, everybody wants to be a content creator today. You understand? It's not a bad idea. Everybody just wants to get on the internet and just, and do stuff. But things that are valuable, things that can add value, is what should be put out there. You understand? Things that contents that talk about morals, contents that depict nation building, and so on and so forth. And he said you have to have a psychology for for audience, for your audience. You have to know how to catch their attention. You have to know what you're doing. Don't just think of anything that is irrational. Don't just, you have to think out of the box, okay? So you have to give them good content. You have to give them something that is that can add value. All right. So copywriting, and that if you're a good writer, you can, you if they lay their hands on what you have written, honestly, you will not remain the same, and you'll be paid for it. That's what he was just trying to tell us in the morning, that you will be paid, all right, for the value you have given, all right, you'll be paid. Then he talked about creative thinking, creative thinking, creative thinking. Somebody like Mama T, she's a creative thinker. Yes, she's a creative thinker, she will just come up. I mean, she came up with this brilliant idea, you know. Okay, the who is who, the who is who, and she has interviewed the global president. She has interviewed Ambassador Sheyi Makinde. She has interviewed Clusterian Sheyi Odusagun. She has interviewed Clusterian Afolabi, Dare, David. I can't even mention all those all those she has interviewed. So that's another, unique aspect. All right, that's another unique aspect. When she came on board, she just came up with something very strategic, something very unique. You understand? And she has not failed in that area. Now, whatever you do, you have to be consistent. Yes. So we need consistency. You have to be consistent in whatever you do. And he also talked about, okay, he said many companies perished because they couldn't think out of the box. I said that earlier on. Be innovative, or you understand. I added my own expression. Be innovative or you die. Just like that expression, innovate or die. It means you have to do something. Don't just sit back and watch things. Okay. Some people used to say, what will be will be. What will be will be. That means they have left things to circumstance or to chance. Let it just, whatever happens, I'll take it like that. If I don't make it, fine. If things don't get better, fine. No, that's terrible. That's not a good way to live life. I was listening to a prolific man today, this afternoon, and he was saying that the earth, or this natural realm, this realm, is prone to, or has been um put in such a way that it's on default, like it's on default, talking about bad things or negative things. You don't have to, it will just happen. But for good things to happen, he said, you have to make a move. That is a survival tool, all right? You have to do something. Don't just fold your arms and say, okay, whatever happens, then I'm fine. If somebody takes a sledgehammer and hits me on the face, I'll be quiet. And if he's fine with it and I'm not saying anything, then he will come for my ears. Then the next time he will come for my mouth and ensure that I have lost my dentition or I've lost, everything. Are you listening? Are you paying attention? You have to pay attention to uncommon details. Whenever we have our certificate revolution meeting, we're always talking about positive things, practical things. Thank you, Master Ginny, for that response. Thank you for that feedback. So we don't just want to come here and talk and just say bye bye after the meeting, then everybody goes, you go your way. No, it's beyond that. We want you to empower your mind with the right information, empower your mind with the right attitude, empower yourself by acting, take action or act, move when you should move. If something is broken, you have to fix it. I say, it's already bad, so let me join them. They don't kukuma spoil them. You understand? They don't kukuma spoil them. Make with the spoil them, they go. No, that's not a good way to build your nation. If we build our nation, honestly, it will be a better place for every one of us. If we deliberately or if we are intentional about nation building, then play your part and I'll play my part. Or if I play my part and you play your part, then things will go well. I was also listening to a guy today and he was saying, this is one of the things we have been saying. Don't stop blaming the government. We already know one of two things. You understand? They're still trying in their own, in their own little way. But we should not continue to blame them. That will not solve our problems. What can solve our problems, or what we need to do right now, is to act. Master Gini is playing his part. Dr. Adekunle Badmus has said, okay, the global clusters, okay, let's build our nation together. If you want to learn this, join us. If you want to be, you want to go into real estate, join us. If you want to be a farmer, join us. Even if you don't want to do anything, you don't want to farm at all, like you don't want to have farm implements, but your money can farm for you, your money can do stuff for you. That's another way to survive in times like this, all right? So we cannot finish mentioning everything, because if you have an information and you don't take advantage, if you fail to utilize it, then it will not do anything. It will not benefit you and people you are supposed to affect, people you are supposed to help. You will not be able to help them, all right? Because if you do well, if you're doing well, there are people God, I believe, God has attached one or two persons to your, to you. Because if you do well and you do what you should do, then you discover that there are people you can, lift. You can take them from the dunghill, and place them on high pedestals. You can take them to the next level. You understand? Just by empowering them. Now, I was talking about someone I was listening to who said we have technical schools, different states, but these technical schools have been abandoned. Everybody wants to do the same thing, or not necessarily the same thing, but everybody we don't want to produce. That's what the person also mentioned. Okay, another person mentioned you have to produce. There was one link I forwarded to the global president. I was just watching and I was inspired, and I forwarded it to him. And I told him, I said, sir, this is what you have been telling us. This is what you have been telling us, that if we continue to consume, we're just consuming, we're not producing anything, then we're not helping our economy. We're not helping our nation at all. And the person went on and he was saying, look at what China is doing today. China just decided that wow, okay, this country have just been pumping money in a particular area, and they are not really getting, something tangible from it. Okay, we don't want to follow, we don't want to do the same thing. We want to start building factories where we can manufacture, we can build, we can produce. And he categorically said, that's what every nation, that's what we in Africa need. Nigerians, that's what we need. We have to start producing. We have to start producing. And that's one solid strategy that we need. All right, he said it, that's one solid strategy that we need. Now, if we just continue to consume, he was now mentioning, he said even your toothpaste and your matches, he was just listing, items. He was just listing items that virtually, he said 80% of what we consume, is being imported. What are we really exporting? Some time ago, we were having, our export meeting, and we're saying to people that um, if it is gari processing, you want to export your gari or cassava flakes, like some people call it. If you want to, you're into anything and you want to export it, you can join the global clusters. Then we have somebody that is an expert in that area. He can give you the technical know-how. Come and learn how you understand that you don't need to bother your head with all the export duties, all those licenses, blah 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 blah. You understand? It means that we have put certain things in place. We have put certain things in place that if you take advantage, then if you leverage on, or if you rest on the shoulders of people who already have what it takes for you to export your goods, then it will be very, very easy for you. You will benefit. We will benefit. The country receiving your goods will also benefit. You understand? Because you cannot do everything all by yourself. That's what it means. We have been told that you don't have to be an inventor. You don't have to invent. Okay? People have invented. People have done stuff. Look at the global clusters. Look at Elon Musk. Look at right now you can just type anything, just go to open your chat GPT, type anything, you understand, and it will bring, it will give you the information you need. All right, it will gather from here, get this source, bring from that source, and it will give you something very meaningful or reasonable. And if it's not giving you the exact thing you're looking for, then you have to give it accurate. There's a way to prompt chat GPT. Maybe when Master Genie, when it's time for him to unmute and contribute, he will talk to us. He is a guru in that area. All right, he's an expert when we talk about artificial intelligence. We also have somebody that is also very good in that area. We have Mr. Afolabi Dare David. All right, and we also have our host, Mr. Tennyson Jaja. These guys are, they are just crazy. So we have people you need. Do you want to learn a trade or a vocation? Or you want to learn a skill? Just join us. The global clusters will cover you. They have that covering, will shield you. You understand? You're in safe hands. You're in safe hands. I can tell you for free. So, I have already talked about creative thinking and copywriting. Communication skills. And I remember he said the global president has this skill. He knows how to communicate. See, it's not every business you do that involves you buying or selling. Some people are so talented, like the global president. If you take him anywhere to talk to people, honestly, that thing you said, you have said to yourself that people are they've told me they're not interested, they don't want to buy. If the global president goes to talk to those people, I mean the people you have gathered, you'll be you it will shock you. Let me use that expression. It will shock you because he is skilled. He has communication skills. He has studied. I mean, he's endowed. God has blessed him. He has that ability to talk to people, to gather people. You understand? And he can make you reason. He can make you brainstorm. He's a spontaneous, person. If you're saying one thing, you are giving him an idea. Sir, I think there was a time I was talking to him about a spelling bee package, like that, you understand? And as soon as I was already preparing, I was prepared, but I was already preparing to give him the main, you know, all the technical know-how or the technicalities involved and all that. But as soon as I mentioned it, he smiled. Of course, he didn't turn it down and he didn't say, no, we can't do that. But he just smiled and he said, it's a good idea. He now said some things that I had to, he now that I had to, go back to my drawing board. You understand? Go back to my drawing board and okay, so this is why we cannot run this now. We have to put this in place. It's a big project, it's a massive project. You understand? So it now made me to understand that it's good to dream big, it's very good. But there are certain things you cannot just do, you understand, until you have what it takes. Of course, I have made the move, the idea is there, or I have given the information, and he's of course he's also an educator, so it's not as if he doesn't know what I am saying, or he does not know what the benefits or how beneficial it is. You understand? But he just guided me, he just said one or two things, and I was able to grasp, okay, let us pen this for now. You understand? When the time comes, we will revisit. Okay. So there are things you can do right now. That's what this meeting is about. Things you can do in the now, like now. Not things that are too big for you to handle. We have to be, sometimes people will say, this one are fact, oh, this one are, you understand? This one are reality, oh, you understand? So you can dream, have your dream, write it down, start to work on yourself. Dream big, it's not bad, but start little. Don't wait till you have all the millions before you activate, you know, before you activate your dream, or before you begin to work on your dream or your vision. All right. Prioritize essential skills, not just certificates. That's how to survive in the new normal. Learn something you can do, not just what you can say you studied. Skills like digital marketing, communication, repair work, content creation, or agriculture can feed you even when systems fail. All right. Number two, diversify your income streams. Never rely on one source. This is not the first time we're saying this. Don't rely on one source. The global president is into, you know, a handful of, you know, um, good things, of course, like positive things, not bad things, not he's not into he's not a 419 person, he doesn't defraud people, he's a noble man, he's a united, I mean, he's a UN diplomat, you understand? So he's a very, very respectable man in the society, you understand? So diversify your income streams. Never rely on one source. Start a side hustle online. Sell something small or offer a service in your neighborhood. The goal is not to be rich overnight, but to stay liquid when times are tight. So instead of complaining, lamenting, things are too hard, things are too tough. You understand? You know, I've said to some folks or friends that, come, I can do this thing. And they'll be like, are you sure? You are an office person. I said, come, bros. I better go. It's not sufficient for me. In the meantime, I want other things I can, do. One of two things. Side hustle. You understand? Until you're able to get, on your feet. Until you're able to get your bearing properly. You understand? God has helped the global president today. He is not going to be looking for money to pay his children's school fees, take care of his wife, house rent. You know, he owns some buildings. You understand? He has cars. One interesting thing about the global president that um, I want to tell us today is, do you know that he's not crazy about, having fleet of cars? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yes. Unlike some people who have already made it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have fleet of cars, blah 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 blah, but that's not his focus. Because I've been observing him. There was a time I had there was one year like that was around where I had the privilege of traveling with him. We traveled together, and I just discovered that even the last time we saw, when we went to Rosebud schools, he came around, we were together, came around, and discovered that this man still dey roll this Lexus. You understand? It's as if he doesn't have the money to get another one or get the latest Lexus, but he just feels, what do I need to? I mean, how many cars am I going to drive at the same time? You understand what I'm trying to say? The other day we had one spokesperson that was talking about when things got very good, they started making money, and his friend got a new car, changed his apartment, but he refused to do the same. Do you understand? You know, that simply means that he said to himself, come, I beg, see, let me not deceive myself. I have not gotten I've not gotten this. I am not fully established yet. I was looking for the word. I was looking for the words. So I am not fully established. So let me leave pleasure for now. All right. Let me labor now. Let me fix things now. Let me pay the price, the needed price to secure my future now. I don't want to eat my future now. Do you understand? So that's the long and short of everything we have been saying, or that I have been saying, and every other survival strategy meeting has the same, focus, because it's about what can you do now. Okay, just this thing is no longer selling. What can I start selling that I'll be able to, make ends meet, and not go into vices. That's the most important thing. Gradually, gradually, gradually. If you want to get rich, you want to go into Ponzi schemes, and you want to do the get rich quick stuff, then you will be in trouble, because anytime you are caught, then that's the end, or that may be the end of that person. So why not get your hands filled, not with dirt, not with unruly things or scheme or Ponzi schemes. Spend your time learning accurate or listening to positive thinkers, inventors, people who will tell you how, how they got to the point where they are right now, today, okay? How they started small, how they were able to, overcome one challenge or the other. We don't need more than, you don't need more than accurate knowledge and information. We cannot overemphasize accurate knowledge and information. So, at this juncture, I would like to um, ask the global president to the person of Ambassador Adekunle Badmus. Please, sir, you're welcome, boss. Sorry, I didn't notice you early enough. So sorry. You're welcome, sir. And kindly unmute, sir, and add your voice. Or is he not the one I'm seeing? Okay, he's in a meeting. All right, sir. Always in a meeting. Boss is very busy, very, 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 very busy. That's part of what we're saying. It's also a survival strategy. Do you understand? He's not just joining meetings because he just wants to, he has the luxury of time. But he's joining meetings just to make things, to get just to get back to us and give us one information or the other. Okay, this is the next step. This is something. Okay, the NYSC said yes to the global clusters. The cooperative society of so and so place said yes to the global clusters. He's just trying to bring in good hands, people who can build with us. People who can join us to build our nation. And let me quickly ask that Master Genie, all the way from the UK, thank you for all you do out of your busy schedule. You have come today. Please kindly unmute, Master Genie. Kindly unmute and add your voice, sir.
Excellent evening to everyone. I greet you, our spokesperson, Clusterian Fares. I hope you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
Wonderful, wonderful. I greet everyone on the call today, especially our global president, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmos. Thank you so much for this great platform you have brought to us, for this great innovation, for this great chance. We are so blessed to have this platform, because there's a lot of things going on in the world and we need a lot of reality right now, even though people pay a little bit of attention to reality. But thank our global president for this great platform whereby we talk morals, we share morals, we share accurate coordination, accurate information. So we are so grateful to you, sir. We can't thank you enough. A special greetings to our First Lady, Chief Mrs. Mutunrayo Badmos, and I greet all our great clusterers, our daddies and mummies, our uncles and aunties, all the OO1s, certified OO2s, great Clusterians are new members. Thank you for tuning in on today's survival strategies in the new normal. And like Clusterian Fares has said, if anybody has missed today's mind surgery meeting, it's always beneficiary to get back onto it. And right now, it is no brainer to miss any meeting because you can just stream it on the Spark Hub or on YouTube. So like you have said on today's survival strategies, Cluster and Fares, anybody that is not acting right now, anybody that does not turn their self to the actor right now on this information, we have their self to blame in the coming half a decade. No doubt about it. This is 2025. And what we are resonating with right now, what we are trying best to survive with right now happened just 5 years ago, which is the COVID-19, when everything changed, like our global president has advised us, and why we have this global clusters platform. So it is no brainer if anybody does not take action on this. Or if you're being derailed in life, there's challenges. Yes, and now there are new challenges. And now we are saying there is a survival strategies in the new normal. How many people is sharing this? Even on the free social media, the Facebook and talk of that, when people want to share you any free information, they will make you do one thing. It's either you follow, it's either you like, it's either you comment, it's either you share. So we are saying instead of end SARS, instead of end bad governance, instead of wasting your time gathering on the movement that doesn't help, the movement that doesn't yield any answer. Some people are still in police jail right now since that NSAS protest, and they're still there. So right now we are saying instead of all that, let us come together as a cluster where we are able to collaborate together, where we are able to empower each other, show our resilience, our skills, to prosper together. So on the survival strategies in the new normal right now, like Cluster and Fares has said, I joined when he was talking about the copywriting. You don't need any certificate to be a successful copywriter. Yes, when your work has yield you enough earnings, then as a person, you can then now get yourself some certificate. But right now, on this today's meeting, for everyone on the meeting today and those that will listen to it in the future, it's a Monday where we talk how you grow yourself, because the first thing you wake up with on the global cluster today is the mind surgery. How many social media does that? How many successful people can share how they are successful? How many people can share their story? How many people can advise truly on how they made it through all odds? You understand? And we are saying right now in the global cluster on the certificate revolution, which is one of our meetings that we do on Friday, we talk about the artificial intelligence. At least we have a lot of them, and one that the cluster Fares has mentioned is the Chat GPT. If you go on your Chat GPT right now, I've been trying to share my screen, but it's not coming up yet. I'm on my phone right now. I would have loved to share with us, but if anybody is listening right now, you have ChatGPT on your phone or your tablet, go on it right now. Tell it to give you 10 best copywriters in the world. People get award for things they do in music award, so people that have received awards, and you that you want to make it in life, or you that you want people to achieve what you have achieved, and you don't know how to document these things. This is what we are sharing on the survival strategies right now, because if you have just one way of making money, you're a poor person. You have to have multiple income, multiple source of income to be a successful person in this life right now. Because as you are being like our global president, as he's being a United Nations global citizen, he's also being an entrepreneur, a professional, a technocrat, sharing all these platform with us. Because no matter what Tennyson Jaja is busy with, if the global president didn't bring up this idea, we are not gonna be here right now getting this information. Do you understand? And I want everyone to take note of that, because this is a great platform. This is a great innovation. No one should sleep on it. I think today is our Nigerian president's son, Sheyi Tinubu. I think today is his birthday as well. Everybody is in social media shouting his name, but how many people is coming out to come and do this thing to change the world? You understand? This is free money. This is our global president giving back to the community as well, like as a global citizen that he is. So the only thing you can do to support this movement is to take action. If you want to be a copywriter, if you have no skill in this survival strategy in the new number of today, copywriting is a very great skill. Go and check it online. Go on Google Trend. Go and check the skills that are trending right now. It is copywriting. And what can help you the most? What can make your productivity fast the most? It's artificial intelligence. So if you go on ChatGPT right now, tell it to, if you have any story in your mind, if you have any book in your mind you want to summarize, prompt it that do this thing like the world best copywriter Danny Kennedy, or like the world president ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. It will go and look online and it will write the thing for you in their version. You don't copy something today. That's a survival strategy in the new normal. You understand? If you have any information, if you have any skill, if you're making progress in any aspect in life and you think you can share this with the world, come on the global cluster and share it with people. Help people, empower people. That is the survival strategies in the new normal. Yes, information turns to wealth now, and that is what we are sharing in the global cluster. Accurate knowledge and information of our industry that will take us from where we are and put us where we ought to be. I want to be greater than I am right now, and that is why I am still trying my best, learning every day. You have to give yourself to everyday learning, like our global president is teaching us. So if you have missed the mind surgery of today, please go and watch it on the Global Clusters YouTube channel. If you're a premium member, you will have no issue viewing that. If you're a new member and not a premium member, you have no issue seeing that. And all this information are the survival strategies in the new normal. If you don't know how to use artificial intelligence, tell the artificial intelligence to teach you how to use it. You'll be surprised. You understand? And very, very soon, I know our global president is on top of it. We're going to have our own artificial intelligence in the global cluster app that will be helping us, helping our adults and youth expand our productivity and make our productivity seamless and faster. You understand? So, in the survival strategies in the new normal of today, that copywriting is a blessing. If you don't know how to use the chat GPT or Gemini or any other DeepSeek is free, it's from China. You know, go on it, tell it to tell you about 10 copywriters, the most successful copywriters. Look at what you see about them. Go to your own drawing board and check your own notebook and see what you want to do. Even if it is what you have learned in school that has not made you money as big as you want, go and document it with artificial intelligence and see the result. You understand? I know it's not easy, but what we are telling you is if you put in the work like we do every day on the global cluster, you also get the gain. So it is no brainer. It's no brainer at all. If you're not on the global cluster yet, you should join now or join the Spark Ops. If you cannot join the premium membership of the global clusters, you can join the Spark Up, which is for free. You're able to post, you're able to monetize because the global clusters platform is not just a social media platform for meetings. You are also being monetized as soon as you join the premium member, or if you're on the Spark Hub, as soon as you have 3,000 followers and you are able to monetize. You understand? This is a digital world right now whereby what we can create our presence, our presence, and the information we have is what we are selling. You understand? So on the global clusters right now, you have the solution to the nation building challenges that we have in our country, in our continent, Africa and Nigeria. And the mantra of the global cluster right now is Manga, make Africa and Nigeria great again. And the way we can do that is to survive in this new normal. And we are sharing the survival strategies in the new normal on the global clusters right now. And you are able to tap into it. You're able to tap in and empower somebody with it in your community, in your family. That's how we recreate ourselves. We are, copying our global president, advising all our great giants to come and replicate themselves. You understand? That's what we are advising and preaching on the global clusters. So it is a no-brainer if nobody is taking action on all what we are sharing, and we don't want all this information to go to waste. And we ourselves are putting in the work as a clusterian. So thank you, clusterian Fares. That will be my submission for
So,
today. I will pass the bottle
well,
to you. I
so
know our
Master
time.
Jimmy,
Okay.
yes. I wished you joined us earlier, like early enough.
I'm sorry about that. I was busy.
All right, all right. The global president wanted you to share your screen, and I think you already mentioned that you're not able to do that, so no
I'm
problems.
able to do that. I've tried sharing my screen on the laptop. It's
All
just
right.
that is it okay? Yeah. I always want to
So
share my screen so that we can,
yes,
let people see what we're
that's
talking
great.
about. Yeah, if the host can look into this, I'm trying to share my screen. It's still not coming up. It's still there. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay, it's not coming up, right?
Yes, because I
Okay,
already
if it's
initiated
not coming,
everything.
all right, all right, no problem, sir. If it's not coming up, I know we're still going to do that tomorrow and in other
It's coming
meetings
up now.
by
It's
the grace
coming up
of God.
now. If you look at your screen now, it's coming up now.
Okay, the global cluster.
So I have this Spark Hub one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So go ahead. What were you going to ask, sir?
Oh no, I wasn't asking. I mean, I wasn't preparing to ask any question.
Okay.
Just for you to explain the Spark Hub, yes. Since your screen has, you can just run through the Spark Hubs.
Yes,
You
the
can just go
Spark
ahead
Hub is
and
what
just
is
quickly explain.
showing
Yes.
on the big screen right now. This is the free version of the global cluster, and you're able to join the Spark Hubs with your email for free, and you are able to participate. You can contribute, and you are able to rewatch any meeting that you have missed. For those who are joining us for the first time, this is the Spark Hubs. THESPARKHUBS.org. You're able to visit the website for free, and it brings you to the page on the screen right now. And you are able to create your account and create your account as a new member for free, which means you're able to participate in the global clusters. You're able to create your own hub as well. Okay, because I've created my account, I don't need to create a new account. So I'll just sign into my own account.
Ginny, are you still there? Okay.
Yes, I'm still here with you. Can you see the screen? Yeah.
Yes, yes. We're trying to log in.
Yes, I think. Let me just put my password now.
Okay, it's like it's not bringing you in, right?
Yeah, I think there's an
Okay.
update right now. It
All
normally
right.
doesn't even bring me to this page, but
All
bear
right.
with me.
All right. Let's just go ahead, sir. Let's just. Okay. So, uh,
Yeah, I mean, this is the Spark
I think so
Hub
far
for,
we've been
and we
able
have
to
done a lot of
have.
tutorials that everyone is able to see on our previous videos on the YouTube. Can you hear me?
Yes, it was breaking, so I quickly muted myself.
Okay, so yes, there has been several
Okay.
videos, on the Spark Hub, which is on YouTube as well.
I hope everyone watching is seeing what we have been able to run, what we have been able to do. God has really helped us. All right, Master Genie, if it's not going beyond this point, let's just move ahead. All right.
No problem, sir. Move ahead. I will sort this out. Give me a moment, please.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Thank you very much, sir. So, finally, let's not forget the most, in demand skills in 2025 and beyond. And the first one we're expected to have, or we're supposed to have, is data scientist. Three, cloud computing. Don't forget that. It helps businesses to leverage on, cloud computing and so on and so forth. Mobile app developer. If you have a developer and he's looking for somewhere to come in or to use what he's got, then the global clusters is the right place for the person, because I believe that we have app developers out there that are looking for people's shoulders they can rest on or they can leverage. You understand? So, and network and information, that's number 5. Number 6, project management. Number 7, content creation and copywriting. Number 8, creative thinking. Number 9, communication skills. I did not give us the remaining 2. I only gave us 9. So, and we have to learn how to communicate properly, otherwise we'll ruin relationships, we'll ruin connections and all that. Number 10, sales and teamwork skills. You know how to negotiate. There has to be a relationship. You understand? Then number 11, emotional intelligence. And you have to maintain yours. You have to have a good balance. Then you have to be able to maintain other people's emotion. You have to be
Sebastian
sensitive.
Perez,
Yes, sir.
thank you. You see, all these sorry to cut you off, sir. All these are things that you are mentioning, all these points. Is there a way now I have the Spark Ops on here with me now on the screen, and I will be able to explain it. And I want to share
Okay.
with our listeners how
All right.
the global clusters, the Spark Ops resonates with all these points in content
Okay.
creation, in copywriting, in broadcasting. Let's go ahead with it.
Amazing, amazing. Go ahead, sir. I'm done. The last
What's the
one is
number one?
leadership skill. Okay, number 1 is AI. AI. That's the first skill. Artificial intelligence. That's number 1.
Okay. So
Number
for
1.
all our listeners listening right now, let me share this screen. You can see this is a blank screen on the Google. Now let's go to ChatGPT so that you see that I'm not making it up, and you see what it's going to bring for us. We will not go on the sponsored one. Let's make sure it's the original one. We'll go to this one here, ChatGPT, and we'll now ask the ChatGPT a question. Let's just ask it first. I want to know about the global clusters Spark Ops using the information online www.thesparkops.org. That was my prompt, and now it's searching, and now it's saying here is a summary of what I could find about global cluster Spark Ops, or the Spark Ops through global clusters, from publicly available sources. But note the information is limited and somewhat fragmentary. So some parts are speculative or based on indirect evidence. If you want, I can try to dig deeper or check archival sources. If you want to be a copywriter and they ask you a question, do you see how easy artificial intelligence is going to turn you into a copywriter right now? Because this information on this screen right now is a lot of information for some people. And now he's saying, what is global cluster spark ops? The spark ops or the spark up is a social stroke community stroke platform initiative that brand itself as being powered by the global clusters. And now it's showing us the global sparkup.org website where you can just click and it will link you there. If this website is not working right now, this artificial intelligence will not be able to refer to it. So definitely the global president has done a lot of work to make this available. And now he's telling us the platform seems to present itself as a nation building social media platform or a revolution in community stroke ecosystem building. Can you see the help of artificial intelligence? That is my main point right here on this topic.
Yes,
Can we
sir.
move on to number two?
Yes, number two is be a data scientist. Being a data scientist
Okay.
as one of yes, data
So
science.
what is data scientist? In case many people don't understand. And then we go into artificial intelligence because we are a certified people, we want to know everything. And it's telling us that a data scientist is someone who combines one, mathematics and statistics to understand and model data, programming skills to collect and process data, business understanding to turn data insight into useful actions. Let's go back to the backups. Now, if you want to be a data scientist, look at what the global president has created on planet Earth from for Africa, you know, Nigeria to respond to Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and the likes. You know, this is the spark of right now. You want to be a data scientist, if you're into information, we are saying if you can't join the premium membership here, come and take the information on the Spark Up. Just join for free. Use that information on here. There's a lot of informations, you know, on the Spark Ops that talks about all the revolution that we do talk about, and you can come and work with mathematics and statistics on it. For example, because number one, if you go on the Spark Up, let's say you pick on the ARE concept of the global clusters, that's agri real estate and exports, you are able to use that information, tell people that, oh, are you into real estate? Are you into farming? Are you into export? If you purchase an acre of land for 2.5 million as a clusterian, you earn a 10% commission. It's a no-brainer. You calculate this for them. 10% of 2.5 million is 250,000. That means if you sell to four people, you have made 1 million. If I'm correct, if you sell to another four people, 1 million, that's 2 million. Eight people. If you now continue like that, you can even buy your own. So mathematically, you are going to make money. Statistically, you are also going to grow your own worth as a clusterian, and you will be able to share your experience with other people. How you went from the spark up to the premium membership to earning commission and being into businesses. That's for those who are thinking that why the global cluster now? Why this information that we are sharing on the survival strategies in the new normal now? If you get my point. Number three, please.
Cloud computing.
Cloud computing.
Yes, sir.
If you look at your phone right now, you have how many pictures? Probably thousands. So where is those things stored? All those text message we are sending, where are they stored? They are in the cloud. And on the global cluster now, we are saying you can share your information, you can share your data. So on global cluster, which is a social media platform, you can share pictures on your timeline. And you can also do that on the Spark Hub. Meanwhile, it can connect you to other people that have known you that, oh, they are interested in how you have grown from the past. They are interested in what you're doing now. They want to support, they want to be in part of it. So let's ask the artificial intelligence again now to help our people understand this number three, which is cloud computing. Cloud computing means using the internet to access computing resources on demand instead of buying and maintaining your own hardware or software. It's just that you have to have one of it anyway to access the internet, or you go to cafe, because you have to have a phone or a tablet or a laptop to access internet and then go on all these websites. And instead of you browsing around, all this information is already being shared on the global clusters platform, because now it's telling us that virtual storage networks on the global cluster, we are talking about being able to share information on your timeline, being able to go back to our live meetings that anyone has missed, or if you want to get a fact or remix the video, you can also do that. And it's also giving you the skill to understand that cloud computing is existing, in case you don't know, because all your information is being stored in the cloud right now. So now, main cloud services, infrastructure as a service, that's the virtual computers, storage, and networks you can rent. The global clusters premium service, as a clusterian, you join with a one-time lifetime fee of 61,000 for the Copo package, which will get you, scholarship in London Till Career Institute, and also you be able to be a part of the New Hope community, the GQL concept, which is for grants, quality, and learning, which means you are able to empower people. You are also able to help yourself. And you have access to London Till Career Institute, where you are able to get a scholarship to study a course like the cyber security or nursing assistant, which will help you, and you can add that to your portfolio. And if you are already a giant, you can use this to empower somebody as a clusterian. And as a vendor, you can join with a one-time lifetime fee for the combo package of 81,000 naira, and you have access to able to list your own products, also have access to study in London Till Career Institute, also have access to the GQL concept, and be a premium member of the global clusters, which makes you a clusterian and give you accurate connection, accurate information, and a lot of information and benefits as a clusterian. So this cloud computing has been summarized into the global clusters, and now the president has done a great job that if you don't even have the money to be a premium member right now, you can also join the Spark Ops for free, and everything is also there. You're able to chat, you're able to make phone call, video call, send message, upload your timeline, upload videos and photos, which you can monetize as well. Thank you very much. I think we have taken a lot of time today, Cluster and Fares. So everyone can also do their homework on this, on every topic you have mentioned today. I know we've talked about the copywriting, so you can put it in the chat. All these points that you mentioned, these are key surviving strategies in the new normal. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you, Master Genie. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay, I will stop in here now. You want us to go ahead?
Do you want? I'm thinking our time is fast spent, and
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay. Mhm. All right, no problem, sir. The number four is mobile app developer, but maybe we should continue from here
I
next.
mean, mobile app developer, yeah, we can still go ahead. We first add the global clusters, like what we are explaining, and we are trying to make people understand why the global cluster is very, why is important now, why is beneficial now. When we add the global clusters, which you have to join the premium service, there is the Spark Ops right now. So if you download the Spark Up right now, I mean, if you have the login right now, once it become a app, you can download it, and even being part of this can even spark your own brain up on developing an app, and you can talk with the artificial intelligence, which I'm sure the president will incorporate into the global clusters very soon. So yes, the app developing is a great skill, a great surviving skill. You can develop app for children, you can develop app for parents, you can develop app for businesses, and this is also part of the things you can learn on the global clusters platform. Many people does not know that this thing can be done.
Hello, Master Genie. Are you there?
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Are you
Okay.
there? Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, I'm here. Okay. Let me just ask this question real quick. Then you can
Okay.
quickly answer, and we are good for today. Now, for those listening in, if you help us answer this question, I think it will go a long way. Now, this, or if I want to become, or anyone who wants to become a web developer, you want to have that, you want to create an app or you want to develop an app. Now, now that we know that we have artificial intelligence at our beck and call, is it that cheap, like very easy, if you go on chat GPT, like how do you go about it? I don't know if I don't know if you get my question. So
Hello.
yes. Hello, Master Genie. Did you get my question? All right, I think let's let's call it let's draw the curtain here. The network is not responding well. So thank you, Master Genie. Thank you, our host. Thank you, everyone. And let me ask us this question or some questions. Who are we? We are a consortium of professionals, rising technocrats, emerging entrepreneurs, and visionaries united by one mission to share accurate knowledge that empowers our industries and transforms our future. Next question is, why do we exist? Because accurate information is power. It is the bridge between where you are and where you are destined. Authentic connection matters. Who you are connected to determines the opportunities you access and the heights you reach. We are not just another social media platform. This is more than video calls, stories, follows, and likes. Just like what Master Genie is displaying right now, you can see Master Genie, you can see his Aladdin logo, you can see his media information, you can see the like portion, the follow, and everything he has posted. We have gone past that. We are not just another marketplace. This goes beyond buyers and sellers. So we do much more. We do more than buying and selling. Yes, we speak the languages of the world. including our indigenous voices, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, but our purpose runs deeper. Beyond instant monetization lies something greater, a global nation-building platform. Built on 7 revolutionary concepts, we are here to restore and elevate where past revolutions failed, especially as they relate to Nigeria and Africa as a whole. Remember, Master Gini mentioned our mantra and he said MANGA, manga, making Africa and Nigeria great again. The Global Clusters is Africa's answer to the world. A platform ready to host over 1 billion clusters, each one focused on promoting knowledge, information like you're getting right now, and connection at scale. I've been able to meet people from Australia, from Turkey or Turkey, from India. I've met some doctors. I've been able to take 1 or 2 courses and, just to upskill. So it is connection at scale. Finally, this is not an accident. This is an intentional movement. Let us be intentional. And it is immovable. And it is immovable. So this is where I'm going to be drawing the curtain for today. Everyone listening in and those that will be.
Thank you, Fares. Thank you, Fares.
Oh, boss, I
Thank
didn't
you
know you.
very much.
You're welcome,
It's a
sir. It's a
wonderful one.
privilege.
Thank you, Master Genie. Thank you, everyone. I saw Folashade Ifegege. I saw some other people have come to the call today. It's survival strategies in the new normal. And it's not a spectator call. It's a call for every Nigerian. We're calling you out, every citizen. On this pack up, we are set to load over 200 free courses, you know, on the Spark Up. We are set to load over 200 free courses that will inspire nation building. I've been in several meetings, partnering with several great initiatives that will take people from where they are to where they ought to be. And we're stopping at nothing, and we're calling out all the technical everyone go and download it. The sparkup.org. You understand? Genesis should put it up. The sparkup.org. Please give us your feedback. We're still testing and we're removing bugs. We're removing everything. Please test the call with your friends. Test it with your family. Do a family meeting on this Spark Up. You understand? You can send a connection request to me. I will accept. You can give me a follow and I'll follow you back. You understand? So the of the global cluster is for all of us to submit our information and connection. So please let us go and test it. Test it with your wives. Test it with your siblings. Let them go to the site, sign up, connect with each other, test a video call, test the voice call. Give us your feedback. Let us know what you feel by this. This is ready to make sure that we cluster together to be able to prosper together. Thank you very much. And tomorrow is Humanity Revolution. Currently we have the ARE that everyone is jumping at, and please get involved in agric. Get involved in agric. This year we want to emphasize on certificate and project ARE and agric real estate and export. At Aripo, there is a land currently going for a pro bono. Instead of 30 million, you pay 15 million outright purchase, or you do 20 million for 12 months, and you're getting something, for posterity. In the next 25 years, Nigeria will be the third most populous nation after India and China, and will be over 500 million. It's a no-brainer. Let us own our space of the heart through the concept ARE. We have the cluster treasure island estate in Ogiri for just 1.3 million naira. You can see people on the ARE, that is the ARE showing on your screen. and you can see Mr. Genie is at ease. They are doing well, and we seek for investors that want to come in, people that want to empower youth in their community, empower youth into the premium service in your community. You know, get them involved in this. This is the place that promotes morals, that promotes humanity, that promotes knowledge, that promotes, the KIC, knowledge, information, and connection. Get involved in the KIC. Hashtag KIC to the world. The place of knowledge, the place of information, and the place of connection cannot be overemphasized. Is the reason, is the distinguishing factor between every human being on earth. We have a marketplace pretty much like Amazon. As a matter of fact, the Spark Up can equally rival LinkedIn. You understand? Because your Spark Up, by the time you update your status, you can put your skills, you can put your experiences, you can put, your bio, and all of these things can be put there. You can ask someone, go and check my Spark Up handle. Check, just like people say, check my LinkedIn handle, check my Spark Up handle. That can actually happen. And guess what? This is to everyone that just want to show themselves in the social media. This social media is strictly for nation builders. Those that want to advance positivity. We don't want any negative news here. We don't want any form of vulgar word on this platform. We don't want any form of nudity on this platform. That is not what we have created is meant for. What we have created is strictly to amplify every good news, every sleeping giant in our nation and in our continent. And our mantra is manga, make Africa and great again. Make great again. We are open, to everyone, and we want everyone to be part of this. Whether you're APC, your PDP, your ADC, your whatsoever you are, everybody needs to be part of nation builder. We need to build this nation together, and that is what we're saying. We're calling whether you are Sele, you are Kerubu and Seraphon, you're a Muslim, you're a Buddhist, you're a traditional worshiper. You should be part of a purpose of building our father's land. And that is what the global cluster is all about. Thank you very much, everyone that has added their voice to this first intellectual movement on earth called the global clusters. Thank you very much, those that are listening, and we want you to give your submission. What do you think people can use to survive in the new normal? What do you think? New normal, COVID came as new normal to us. First subsidy removal was a new normal to us. No more CBN rate to travelers like us was new normal to us. This new normal, what do you think people can use to survive? Drop in at the comment section. Thank you very much. God bless you. Don't forget to sign up for free at the sparkups.org and create your own hub. I can see Tennessee Hub is really a powerful one, amazing one. I can see Master Genie Hub. I've not seen the Cluster of Forest Hub. We need to see it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. See you tomorrow at the Humanity Revolution. Bye for now.
Thank you very
Yes,
much, sir.
bro. Thank
Bye
you,
for now,
sir.
everyone.
Yes, Master Genie.
Yes, sir.
I'll call you, sir.